Oh, now I have to do this whole dance. Hang on. There we go. I'm back. I was talking about Cyberpunk. Yeah, I don't know. You think something like GTA 5 is a lot more dynamic? Yeah, it's. I haven't played it in long enough to be able to comment on that, really. I definitely like going into bars and stuff in Cyberpunk, but I think maybe it has a lot more of it as cars than people, you know what I mean? Or like they're not doing as much. That's something I'll have to go in and check. I'll tell you what though, when I installed it, I was scrolling down the updates list and they've added so much stuff to that game. It's like crazy how much stuff they've added to that game. Just in patches. You wanted to love Starfield. We were going on about Cyberpunk, but I agree with you on that point. Because I also kind of wanted to love Starfield, but it just did not grab me. It was like, meh. Sorry, guys. I enjoyed the 2 days I spent with it. Bajillion planets was 2 rocks and an angry nub. Yeah, here's the thing. You can have like a billion planets with nothing in them. Or you can have one open world with lots and lots of stuff in it that you can see. You look at Breath of the Wild, okay? Breath of the Wild does this thing where no matter where you are, and Ghost of Tsushima does this excellently as well. No matter where you are, you do something, you turn around, and then you see a sign of something else to do. And you walk a little bit, and like a mountain moves out of the way, and it uncovers like some fucking great thing, and you go like, oh, what's that? I'm going over there. And then you find 10 things to do on the way. Starfield doesn't do that. Starfield gives you a rock and goes, here's a base. And then you do the base. And it goes, go to a different rock. It's the people walking around. Cyberpunk. We're back to Cyberpunk. In GTA, you can give someone the middle finger and watch them slowly lose their mind getting angry, then punch some random person and start a big brawl. Oh, yeah. In Cyberpunk, everyone has the same line of dialogue and you punch them once in the ass and they die. Right, yeah, so the NPCs are not radiant enough to make the world feel alive. They're like... not even as radiant, I think, as Oblivion NPCs, because at least you can have conversations with most Oblivion NPCs. Morbo's here. Shoutouts to Morbo for wrapping up a really cool D&D campaign that we hadn't played in a very long time, but we managed to finish that off yesterday, and it ended spectacularly with a naval battle against a sea monster, and I enjoyed it. Oh, we've got a new friend. Right, I haven't played this in too long. Scary stuff, Sly. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. I'd offer my help if I didn't think it would cramp your style. Well, you're new, so you're coming with me. Let me start again. That sounds like a swell idea, Slugger. Don't get weird on me, Boots. Me? You're the one walking around dressed like a flying scoosh de mer. I guess you consider killing 3 strangers in cold blood normal behavior? Slithery Timbers always baits his hook. And where will he go next, I wonder? What wild adventure will Slitherme embark upon in the future? Oh, they added a lot of side quests. Like in the patch notes I'd seen, they'd added tons of like extra missions and side quests to Cyberpunk. On top of like, you know, loads of extra hairstyles and vehicle stuff and like weapons, and there's like a bunch of other stuff that I saw in there that I don't remember off the top of my head, but I remember thinking, wow, this is actually a huge amount of update. Tangent, there's a little documentary about the making of Conan and it touches on the soundtrack a bit. Okay. Might be worth like thinking about. Yeah, they took the No Man's Sky approach, and I'm rooting for them because I know that it's probably really rough working for CD Projekt Red because I think their management is god awful and their production really needed work. So I'm looking. It's nice to see that with Phantom Liberty, people are talking about it being good now. So I really want to play it again and see if it's worth me investing in the DLC. You have a link to me? Yeah. Go ahead. I'll check it out. Anvil of Crown is a gym song. My gym songs, I was listening to them today because I felt really good walking out the house. the second time just to grab some drinks, and my gym playlist is basically the Devil May Cry 5 songs. You know, Devil Trigger and Bury the Light, and then it goes into Doom, BFG Division, and then it goes into the Cyber Grind by Meganico. What else is there? Actually, you know what? My gym playlist, let me just look this up. It's here. What else we got? Daisuki Daio by Neko Hacker, which is a fucking banger of a tune. And then Kill Kitty by Angel Spit, the KMFDM remix, which is also a banger. Highly recommend. Oh, I sold something on eBay. Whoa, nice. Oh, that's pretty. That means I can buy a video game. Pantera Walk, yeah, that's a good one because it's rhythmic. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Henry Rollins put it a good way. You got a problem with that? Is that what you've been doing since you disappeared? Yeah, he was like, you want to put on the music that makes you feel like heartbroken. You're just like, this is the song you listen to when your girl leaves. You know, your partner leaves you. And then you use all that fucked up energy to get swole. Sailor Moon says, oh my goodness. No, Avatar Hail the Apocalypse. Excellent tune, incredible music video, but not on my gym playlist. Hail the Apocalypse! Boom, da-na-na, boom, da-na-na, boom, da-na-na. All flesh is equal when burned.
Ray! Oh, be quiet. Ray! You said you'd come and take my place!
Shh. I'm observing Maya.
I said you'd come and take my place! Oh, speaking gyms.
Oh, wow, that looks hard.
That's Morbo, thank you for Sailor Moon Say's video. That was appropriate. Fly from Yakuza 4 is still on my running playlist. I'm a big fan of Receive and Turn You from 7, which is Majima's music. Which is in like every game, but they do a version of it in 7 that's really good. Come an Exotic Dancer 2? Been there, honey. I was undercover. I've been tracking down those worms for weeks. When I found out they were regulars at the sex machine, I couldn't resist. It was exhilarating. I got to pretend to be someone else, and everyone in there was looking at me. What more could I ask for? I'm glad I got to see it, actually. I'm not the girl you used to know. You're telling me it's been a long 2 years. It's been the best 2 years of my life, Sly. I've been all over the galaxy, learning, training, improving myself. I've had a grand old time. It's amazing how much you can accomplish in a short span of time if you just get off your lazy duff and make something of yourself. Sounds like a plan. Where's a good place to buy a choker and pasties? You're just jealous. You know you ought to try letting your hair down sometime, put your life in perspective. So that's what you've been doing for 2 years? Letting your hair down? It's been the best 2 years of my life, Sly. I've been all over the galaxy, learning, training, improving myself. Wait, are we just going around in circles? We are. What's my mission right now? No goals. Oh. That's depressing. They were watching that girl beat off. I went to check. It's Yakuza 3. Been on my playlist since launch. Nice. Right. Let's talk to you. Grumpos. These are serious times. If Dr. Bowman is correct, there's no knowing how long we have before a universe ceases to exist. We must act now. Here's my thinking. Oh yeah, something from... let's do a refresh, shall we? Because it's been too long. Hold on. Here. Okay. Here's the universe. It starts here and it ends here. But then it goes here and another universe happens and another universe happens. This is the cycle of death and rebirth. Okay? Universe. Universe, 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 universe. Nice and easy. Let's make these smiley faces because it will be funny. Okay, and then what happens is some creatures from a past universe don't want their universe to die, so what they do is they expand their universe and make it really long by stealing some kind of weird... I think Mistech makes energy from the universe go into ours or something, but what that means is that, well, these universes are now split. Now, this is now this. But this is still this. So basically, they're expanding their universe indefinitely, and that's going to make ours so short that it eventually ends and it super tasks. So we all die, basically. Reality dies. And that's what we're trying to avoid. I really need to get that off a BRB button. So yeah, that's the plot. Mistech awoke at the exact same time as matter flooded into our universe. If that's a coincidence, I'm a ditch digger's daughter. Now hear me out. The Grand Mysterium on Hephaestus is the wisest man in the galaxy. If there's a connection between Mistech and whatever's destroying our universe, you'll know what it is. By the way, who's the Jane with the classy chassis? You used to drink out of the same bottle? Hell, I wouldn't mind some of that backwash. Too bad she's out of your league, Tomcat. That's such a disgusting thing to say, Grandpas. But if you get anywhere, I want a complete play-by-play. I'm serious. Don't hold out on me. Yeah. Grandpa, no. He's like Master Roshi. Look at these babes. That's my Master Roshi impression. I'm not quite sure where we go from here. If anyone has any idea how to proceed, I'm fair game. Stick with me, sister. We'll think of something together. Lead the way. Alright, well, Ro wants to join my party. Are you in my party? Saddle up. Well, I want the new character in my party. Let's break the back of this case. The doctor's really powerful. I don't know how strong she is. I'm gonna leave Al behind for now. Will I take Grumpos instead of the doctor? Oh, she's got that one-hit kill shit, but I think you might be a powerful person. I'm not taking the planet because I hate its minigame. You know what? Actually, I will take Pal. I'll take Pal. Sorry, Doctor. And if, do I have a points reward for party members? I don't think I bothered in this game because I wasn't sure how it was going to play out. Alright, so we need to go to Hephaestus and have an audience with the Grand Mysterium. You know, the music in this game, I always talk about it being really, really ambient, and it kind of wears me out, to be honest, which is why you'll just have to forgive me if I do something like this. This is our walking around music. That's the sound I associate with Mario and the slide music. I would actually really love to play that multiplayer Mario 64. They leave these robots everywhere so you can keep doing the infinite money game. Oh shit, hang on a minute. The delay should be a little bit less now too, between my voice and the stream audio. Please equip. Oh, I already did that. Okay, cool. Multiplayer 64. Yeah, it works really well. Everyone can get stars, and then they go back to the... If someone gets a star, they go back to the lobby, but they can jump back into the level instance. And there's a bunch of different kinds of stars. It's really good. Where are we going? The Grand Mysterium. Is that the guy in the church building? It's just the kind of shit I would listen to on my Dark Souls runbacks. Nope. Wait, does the tram work now? There was a tram. I don't remember where the tram was, so I'll go on foot. So, how we doing? How's about them local sports teams? Alright. I don't remember where that sound clip comes from, but I know I've heard it in an AMV Hell video, so did they take it from the game? Or was it a meme from somewhere else that got put in the game? That's so weird. You remember my Dark Souls plays? I still have it. I still have it. It actually drives me mad. Some of the songs in that playlist. Lots of Premier League tonight. Ah, you're going to be watching the footballs. Footballs. I did ask about them local sports teams, so I guess I got my answer. Open. I guess the Grand Mysterium is this old dude. What the hell are you doing? What are we doing here? Huh. Whoa, he's zip-zoomed. Use voice so I can have chocolate.
Detective! So pleasant to see you again. Is there anything I can get you? Some cheese or wine, perhaps?
Yes.
How about an audience with the Grand Mysterium?
Sold! Come right this way.
That was easy. Wait a minute. Doesn't the Grand Mysterium live up in the tower?
Why are we upside down?
Then where are we going? The Mysterium Levant?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna make me do something, aren't you?
Someone has sabotaged the main pump deep inside the Levant. No monk has the strength or courage to brave the many miles of dangerous terrain leading to it, but we know...
In this game it probably is many actual miles of tunnels.
I'm not your handyman. Forget it.
Feel a bit blind today? Ah, I'm sorry.
The Grand Mysterium will want to congratulate you.
The first week back at work took its toll. Yeah, that makes sense. Take your time, you'll get better. Watch the football.
Locate the main pump.
Bro, you just walked over nothing.
You make it sound easy. What if we can't?
These doors don't.
Look, he's like Flavor Flav. He's got one of those clocks. But his isn't that big. Maybe the Grand Mysterium is like actual Flavor Flav and he has a bigger clock. Okay, and it looks really dark on that screen. Can you guys actually see? Because I think my monitor's color's off, but if I look at my side screen, I just see black in the cursor. It's dark, but we can see it. You can see the walls and floor is what I'm more interested in. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll bump up the gamma correction a little bit. That should help slightly. But it is dark as hell for me too in the game. You can barely see the walls for it, right? There is no power to this pneumatic door. It just, I guess it's just the game's lighting, because I'm even on my main screen, this is kind of hard to see. Oxygen power to the access gate is busted. Okay. You know what? I like puzzles like that. There are like world building puzzles. Signalis is full of them. Ever since you switched to DisplayPort, everything is darker and brighter. Yeah, you get a bigger color contrast range, right? See, my main monitor is like a 4K super good contrasty monitor. It's really good. But my other one is quite a lot older and it's not color balanced and it's really dark. Winky spins. Let's helicopter on this dude. Beat attack. Warn. 400 damage. Okay, not too shabby. What about you? You can nut spark on one of these dudes. Nerd. I don't remember what else I had slated for tomorrow after the Conan thing, other than Fought Super Show, which is a special one. But I have been collecting videos in a stupid playlist, so we'll have some media share at least. Every time I see something dumb as fuck, I put it in a media playlist now. You're dead. Interestingly, I knew that frog was dead because it wouldn't let me select it to attack, even though it was a viable target. You need to make a post about that in admin, just making sure we all got it installed. I have it installed now, I bought it. I haven't tested it yet. But maybe we should do that. That would be an idea. Is that a bindle bag? That's a blast sack. Oh. Is that a bindle bag? Eh? Nah, it's a blast sack, isn't it? Or amulet of alertness. Soon we're gonna have to do the animate openings. I'm not sure what my weekends look like right now, but I will set a time at least a week in advance. I can't get over there. Well, look at those little goobers. Those little... They're like lava geckos. Gleckos, I'm gonna call them. Gleckos. Yeah. Gleckos. You know, I genuinely considered renting a PS5 to play Stellar Blade, but then it was like £15 a day and I couldn't justify it. Wait, that guy's massive. Use Mistech device Douglas. Oh yeah, Douglas. On enemy Stalak Titan. Oh, that's fun. Brainwave. She needs some better Mistech. Because I think Mistech is OP. You tried the Stellar Blade demo earlier, the music is definitely perfect for me, but you didn't enjoy the gameplay. I see. I love the visual design as well, and just the entire, hey, we're doing like biblically accurate cosmic death angels. And the material design is a small thing, but the material design is really, really good in that game. Gorgeous. There's a lot for me to enjoy, even if the game is trying. I'm sure it'll be fine. Use your windmill dash. We're gonna need to get some of those glue-birds or whatever they're called. Globe shit. I enjoyed it, but only once you got the bigger parry/dodge window and the skill that lets you recover from being hit quicker. Before it felt clunky. Very Sekiro-like. If you're good at parrying, it clicks. Parry dancing, it clicks. You know what? That sounds like Ghost of Tsushima. When I first played it, I was like, I'm not sure about this combat. And then they give you like a block parry thing. And then immediately I was like, I'm sold. This is great. And then it just got better from there. Yeah. I do enjoy Sekiro's combat a lot. Once you get into it, you feel so fucking powerful. In fact, that game, I think because that game forces you to like really push in and be super aggressive, Sekiro, I feel like I get a much bigger like dopamine hit out of finally defeating an enemy and succeeding over it than I do in any other Souls game. Just because you have to be full on with it and you're constantly attacking and you feel like there's something like revengeance-like about it, you know, being able to just push your way through a battle. Let's see. I need this. Where am I going? I don't know. There are some tunnels full of stuff. Oh, a computer. Oh boy. Pads indicate the workings of various machinery. Orange is unpowered, grey is off, and yellow is on. The auxiliary generator exists. Okay, nothing of import. You enjoyed the time with it, but having enough long games going on that I'm happy waiting for the hinted at Steam release in the future. Yeah, well that's it. Like, I can't realistically play it until after I'm established in Japan, and that means by the time I can play it, well, I think it'll probably be 2025 actually when that game comes out, so I might pick up a PS5 before then. But it's a tough sell still, because other than Demon Souls and that, I don't think they're gonna go in for big exclusives on the PS5 anymore. Not like they have in the past. This way. Oh, am I lost? Well, up means where I came from, so down means forward, which means this way. Here's the thing, it's orange juicy. Gen bridge pad. Retracted. That's a button! I didn't realize that was a button. This is the bridge to those little guys. A bridge that we could have easily, you know, leapt over, but whatever. Here's the auxiliary generator distributor. This was broken. Check auxiliary power. Well, that's probably up here, right? The power bridge is E-power. Okay. I quite like the lack of combat in this area where I can just run around and solve puzzles. Puppy. Power. Whoa. What's this now? Someone left a heel grease in the lava tunnels. My plan is to finish this game and Peach and try and get back to where I was in Yakuza. But that Yakuza, I'm probably, unless I really session it after that point, it's going to be a struggle to finish it before I have to leave. So we might end up kind of just pushing through the story on that game, and then I'll do a New Game Plus in my own time. But I wanted to really spend my time with the island. There's no reason why I have to finish it before I go to Japan, it's just... it's a nice cut-off, you know? Actually, I was thinking about the times. The time in Tokyo right now is about 9 PM. So most of my streams would end up being about this time anyway, which means I might even be streaming more often. I could probably go every night. Unless I was busy. Lunchtime viewing hour. Yeah, it's 9:14 right now. I have it on my watch. Hey little buddy. Oh man, do I have to kill you? They're adorable. Do that. Use a heel grease plus on yourself. And you... hit this guy with a nuts walker. Right, he didn't like that. Did he miss? Ow. Ow. Her special's taking ages to power up. So you're gonna do a Japanese snack tasting stream after you move? Oh, maybe. I could do that. I could do that. I could take recommendations for what people wanna try. Like if you think of any good snacks. 3 kilos of mochi. I'm on a diet. I'm doing really well. I'd still eat 3 kilos of mochi. Saturday is treat day. I want to know what her special is, but she's got to get the shit kicked out of her before I get a chance to find out. I like pucci. That's delicious. You know what? Actually, they've just rebranded and reopened the world's only permanent Sailor Moon store in Harajuku. Pain Pirouette only hits one target and takes that long to charge up. I don't know if this is going to be worth it. Well, that didn't do any damage. Oh, it did 1800 damage. It's not really worth it. I could do that with these. Weird Kit Kat flavors. Oh, I love those. Yeah, I could go to a store and just buy as many Kit Kats as I can. Tell you what I really like, Ocean Bomb. They did Sailor Moon editions of Ocean Bomb, and I'm really all about the pomelo flavor one. I could get all of the Sailor Scouts. The milk tea one's pretty great. I've had the green tea one, like the matcha one. I've had the Sakura one. I've had, I think I have like it was like a sesame one or something. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. They're pretty nice. Those little Kit Kats. He's dead. The strawberry chocolate ones are great. Those are amazing. I definitely recommend those. It just says check Oxgen power everywhere. I don't have any Oxgen power. If I did, seems interesting. The fuck? I'm also kind of into Pocky. The banana ones. I like those a lot. The main power line is burnt through. I can bypass it though. So did you? Nothing wrong with a bit of Pocky. Agree. What about those, do you ever have those ones that are like little chocolate tree stumps? Or like mushrooms? They're like little biscuity mushrooms, and the mushroom cap is chocolate. They're really nice. Oh, and I can get Long Man! Those are great. Yeah, they're super good. They kind of taste a lot like Pocky. Something about the chocolate though, because there's more chocolate on them, so they're not as like... Pocky's like a hint of flavor, and it's just a nice little breadstick. But these things are more like... They feel like more like a candy. Candy. Where are we going, Boots? We're going downstairs. Why are we going there? Because we're going the wrong way. We're going this way to press the button. It's over here, I'm pretty sure. Is there? That also? Or do I have to go there first? Let's find out. There's a bit of a chain of stores popping up in the UK now, mostly in big cities. Like, there's not a lot of them. But I think they're called Kenshi, and they have like their own like brand of like character stuff, like notebooks and pin badges and things like that. And I've got a couple of those, but they also sell a lot of candy like mochi and you know, the Ocean Bomb and all that kind of imported stuff. So they're worth checking out if you ever see one. A funny story, once I bought a box of long mochi. It was like mochi rolls. It was like £3, so it wasn't massively expensive, but I had it in my pocket on the train and it must have fallen out because when I got off the train and the train left, I didn't have it anymore and I was really annoyed, but someone had a really good day when they found it, I'm sure. Hey Sprocket, Anachronox is best Nox. It's an okay game. An okay game. That's my opinion. I definitely think that it has some stuff going for it, but it's also it's not the most exciting game a lot of the time because there's a lot of downtime where it's like running around, no exciting music, just running around. But I like the dialogue and I like the characters, and it's a fun story. Think of all the Nikoman you can have when you go to Japan. I can have so much stuff. I'm gonna have to do like a weeb tour, obviously, pilgrimage. I'm gonna go find the Starry and get a photo. Heck, I might even go to Starry if a band's playing. Bridge done, Org sister done. Now I can go back upstairs. Oh, stairs? Rock, ramp, up rock, up. White bug. Oh yeah. I was gonna improve her terrible stuff. Do you have anything stronger? Miss Power bad. He really doesn't. Okay, how about... Well, we've got the Elementor, but that one is Douglas. Alright. And let's not forget about Ramune. I can have Ramune and I can have Bokari Sweat. Door's powered. Okay, good. We've got the powered door. Now we just have to press the button. Which is here, right? Boop! The Ocarina of Time chanting. We're in the Shadow Temple. Ah, I remembered as well when I was thinking about Star Fox that they did one for 3DS. They did a remake. I might check that out. I did play Lilac Wars on stream once as a one-off, but I never finished it. I got right all the way to Venom and then I died, which was very annoying. So that could be a fun way to return to it. Wonder if it was any good. I think it was because I think I bought it for the DS. And that game's timeless. Yeah. We should probably heal after this battle, huh? Oh man. Melee characters in this game, not fun. Because you have to waste a turn moving. And why would I do that when I could just use any other character and do the same amount of damage? What does this mean? Is this like our accessories? There's like some shields and a skull. I want the doctor back on my team. A guy! A save guy! I gotta pet his brain. This game does that thing where it moves the cursor to the option, and I always forget that it's gonna do it, and then I end up not being on the option anymore, so it's kind of entirely redundant. If anything, it's more annoying than not doing that. Open sesame. A box. Misfac circuit breaker. What's that now? That sounds like a thing. No? Wait, menu? No, party? Party disappears when you got a menu. Stupid. Inventory. Misfac circuit breaker. For Hephaestus. Oh, okay, it's just a key item. I found a lot of tacos. Hey, I found a decent number of tacos. Still a few left to go. And also, hey, you might know this actually, Sprocket. You can help me out here. I keep seeing Anachronox logos and symbols everywhere, but it won't let me pick them up yet. Is that something I could do later, or am I doing it wrong? Not mods. Yeah, these things. I keep seeing these everywhere. Don't know. Oh well. I'm not that fussed anyway. I'm just in it for the story, but it did bother me very slightly that I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was something to do with taking a photo of them with the camera. What are my photos? Yeah, see, I did this. Huh. Huh. Ba, 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 ba. Miles and miles and miles will walk. Miles will wander, miles will stalk. That reminds me, in music has been good this week. Between hearing some of the Final Fantasy Rebirth soundtrack and Stellar Blade, but also there was a band from Beijing, a prog metal band that I was listening to called OU, and they had a track with Devin Townsend, and it's a banger if you like that kind of music. Real powerful stuff. One of the comments in the YouTube video was pretty good and pretty much summed up how I felt about it, which was that Devin Townsend screaming in Mandarin was not on my bingo card. But there you go. Okay. This looks pretty sussy, doesn't it? No bugs are coming out. Ooh. Ow. Oh. Oh. My tiredness is catching up with me from carrying all that shopping this morning. Oh no! This is Big Chungus! Oh, I haven't healed! I'm an idiot! Heal grease, plus, please. Just heal grease everywhere. Just spend turns heal grease. But not you. You spend your turn casting as much magic as you can, because then we'll use like a glow bat or something. Nuts Walker, misunderstood. That's how randomly you had a Dolly Parton song come on while I was in the store. And it was pretty good. With a southern accent. Ilk Grease. A palace. Heel Grease. Palace. And then I was listening to that Toka Toka song from the meme. I was like, hey, wait, this is actually like a classic example of good pop songwriting where the song's like 2 minutes long and it's just a really good hook. And that's basically it. That'll get you the clicks. Wow, you're doing so much damage. Heel Grease Plus. Heel Grease Plus. You know what? I thought that when I clicked on the heal guys for some reason that it healed me and I was wrong. And that's why I didn't heal. Ow. This guy really screams when you hit him with one of those, huh? He's like, "Wah!" Go on, Boots. Mess him up. Shoot him in the dick. Ow, my stone penis! My magma balls! My rock cock! I did make myself laugh because I'm a grown-up. Okay. Well, I couldn't think of any better ones right now. Is that a gun? Oh no, it's my gun. I thought she dropped one on the floor. This does no damage. We need to keep using the magic. She really does keep stabbing him with the ding dong, huh? Let's see who you like, Mr. Twister. That's his attack. Boom! I have some electroshock therapy. He's still going. I was trying to heal you, but you're probably dead now. No, she's still alive. Okay. What's that in called in Minecraft? The magma rod? No, it's blaze rod. That's it. Hit him in the blaze rod. There you go. Our Minecraft server is still up, by the way. It's good until May 20th, I think, and then it goes down. Kick him in the Deku nuts. Break his Deku stick. I feel like we gotta get into the spirit of this game, which is of course all about cock and ball jokes, so that's what we're doing. Our content has evolved. Maybe we should do a Minecraft send-off. Yeah, we should. March, April, May. Yeah, we could do that. We could do so. What should we do though? Like, I want to disable that zombie place because it slowed the server down a lot. And then, yeah, I don't know. We could like, we could do something. I'm sure we could like build. We could give people loads of materials. Do like, I was meant to use that server to do like fun competitions. We do like a creative decathlon. We'll have a painting contest, and then we'll have like a assault course building contest or something. I don't know. Ninja Warrior. I sure love having to move, waste a turn so that I can attack. Wah. What's this now? Beep. Oh, per pump. Did we ever kill the Ender Dragon? We did a couple times. It respawns. There's a bag down there. How do I get down there? Did I come from here or there? Oh, I came from there. But there is a thing, and I want it. I remember going to do that and Flower told me not to. Huh. Yeah, Flower I think Flower didn't know that it didn't respawn. And I feel like at some point we fought some bosses in the end, didn't we? That weren't the Ender Dragon. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But I thought at some point later on, I think we killed it once and then it came back. Because I was like, wait a minute, there's a respawn timer on this guy. And I could just bring it back if I have to. Boo. But I also recall Flower going, yeah, wait for everyone. And then being like, I want to go and kill it. So I ain't gonna stop you, man. It'll respawn. Whatever. Minecraft, innit? I never did finish my grand Block Mesa, sorry, facility. Gordon? Why, is everything square, Gordon? Pastry's been enjoying Half-Life, and I'm really, really happy to see that. Because I like that game a lot. Please enjoy. What was that? If one of the machinery mods was never going to have that free time outside of Xmas. Yeah, to be honest, it was for Christmas. And I ambitiously made it longer, purely because I got the server on sale around Black Friday, and it took me long enough to get it set up that I needed all that extra time. But yeah, I mean, 2 months worth normally would have cost me almost the same as the 6 months that I paid for, so I just paid for 6 months. I heard somewhere they said Half-Life 2 was voted 4th overrated game. Nah, it's great. It's one of the best shooters out there. Like, even just against other shooters, it still holds up really well. Dumb Idiot Smooth Brain Terrible Take magazine? I bet they were like, Half-Life 2 is overrated, but here's an underrated shooter. Does anyone remember Killzone? Or like, what was that one that was like a launch title for the PS3? Resistance Fall of Man?
Now that's a shooter. It really did so many interesting genre-defining things, but most people are too dumb to know what it did.
No. No, please. Clickbait, yeah. It's like one of those videos, it's like... Or those fucking, you know, there's so many articles pop up in my Google feed, and I hate them so much I don't click on them, ever. But you see stuff that's like, oh, this Bloodborne spin-off is coming up for free on PC, and it's like, Bloodborne cart? It's like, well, that's not a Bloodborne spin-off. That's a fan game. And also, they got rid of the Bloodborne branding. But they make it out like FromSoft made a free Bloodborne spin-off for PC, and it's just like shit like that just pisses me off. I know it's tough, man. You gotta get the clicks, and you're really just relying on ads revenue to run your website. I get it, but there's a point where it just becomes completely disingenuous, and now basically you're just peddling lies for views. Well, she's now officially useless as a character. Use the Glowdent. No, don't use the Glowdent. Use the bag of Glowdents. I don't trust this to work, so I'm gonna use the Glowdent. Oh, that was shit. I got like nothing for that. My brutally honest review of Half-Life 2 in 2024. Yeah. Do you know what? One of the ones that's been bothering me, actually, there's this guy on YouTube. I can't remember his channel name, and I got nothing against the dude. He's doing good work. Like, I appreciate the videos he's making, but I'll tell you what's bothering me. He's like, you'll never believe the crazy sounds in this old game. And then it's like the Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack. And he's talking about it, you know, as a musician, and it's really cool doing a video about it, but he's presenting it to a younger audience that would, like, never have heard of or played that game. And it just makes me feel like Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. You found the list and you won't like number 1. You already mentioned it today. Oh no. Really? Is that number 1 underrated or overrated? Streets of Rage 2 is lit though, fan. No cap, for real, for real. Yeah, so this dude is analyzing the music properly as a musician in a better way than I could ever do it. You know, he's like using theory and shit like that, and I do not remember any of that stuff. So he's good, but it just makes me feel super old when he's like presenting it like a game no one's ever heard of, and I'm like, bro, like everyone knows what Streets of Rage 2 is, right? It's not just, we're not that old that nobody knows what it is anymore, right? Sheesh. Yeah, and then it'll be like, oh no. Oh, what's that other one that always shows up? What the hell? That one. Or the one that's just the Looney Tunes sound effects as loud as possible, but like not even used properly. It's just, here's the clip of all the sound effects in order. Lay these names on as Legola. Is this the list of underrated or overrated games? Sorry. People are rediscovering things that I hold as treasured memories, and I'm ready to be entombed in the pyramid like a fucking mummy. Let's do it. Does anyone remember why I just did all of that? Did I just do this? Check primer power. Okay, then I went this way. I was too busy thinking about being old. We went over here. We fought these gloopers. And then we went up here. 10 Fortnite, 9 Minecraft. Wait. So this is overrated shooters and Minecraft is in there? Or is it just overrated games? Mario 64. Yeah, that's trigger bait. That's trigger bait. What's the name of the website? I bet it's one of the ones I've heard of. Listverse. Oh yeah, someone just made a fucking trigger list. I know I sound like one of those guys. It's like, no, you don't agree with me, so you must be taking the piss. But honestly, like, there's that, but there's also the idea that there's a reason that a lot of these games at the time they came out were extremely, extremely well received. It's just a list of good games, like Reverse World, yeah. They made a list of 10 most popular games and then changed the title so someone would actually read it. It's probably what happened, Lena. Right, I'm assuming that by activating this, some kind of truck pulls up over there, so I need to go and figure out how to do that. FF7 isn't on the list. Oh. What else we got? Infinite Warfare. Yeah, but that game was shit. So, out of all the Call of Duties, that's one of the worst ones. Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite's not really my kind of thing, but you can tell that it's had a huge cultural impact, for better or worse. I tried playing it, wasn't super enthralled. GTA 5 I don't think it's underrated. I think it's overrated. I think it deserves the hype that it gets. And it's also still probably like the biggest selling game ever, or one of the top 3 biggest selling games ever, alongside Tetris and Minecraft is my guess. I'm lost in a cave with no end. I didn't go this way. We're more or less the first generation of gamers who have lived through the whole thing as gamers. Quotes, noted quotes, yeah. It's true that the term gamer didn't exist when we were born, when we were young. That is a term that came up later. What game do you all think is actually overrated, or are we generally well adjusted enough to see the value in most games and not actually care enough to be that negative? I think there's, you know, there's one thing to have constructive criticism, and it's totally fair for people to have something that they just don't like for whatever reason. Like, look at me with Resident Evil 6. Like, every time I talk about that game, it just makes me angry. And I know someone on that team worked really hard on that game, whatever, but I just don't want to be constructive with it. I could be, but I have the right. Everyone has one game at least where you have the right to not be constructive and just be like, that's dog shit and I hate it. So, overrated doesn't have a lot of value as an idea, and that's a good way to put that. It's like, I see people use the word overrated or underrated when what they mean is underplayed or not very well known or something like that. As long as the person plays the game and enjoys it, who cares? You know what's the brilliant thing about games is that there's something for everyone. I'm glad that there are people out there that love Fortnite and the finals. I'm not one of them and I'll never be one of them, but at least they're not clogging up the games that I like. You remember playing Pong on your Atari 2600 or Zork on your Spectrum, all the way to checking out that Stellar Blade demo on PS5? Yeah, I played, my first living memory is playing Danger Mouse on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus 2 128K. Because we had one, and I think I was 2 years old. That's my first living memory. And then I just stuck with it, you know? The games have been a formative experience for me, it's clear. I mean, it's literally my career now. And a lot of the formative games for me have been JRPGs and MMORPGs, and that's why mostly the games that I enjoy these days are those kind of games. I spent 15 years on Ragnarok Online. I played Xenosaga, and it changed my life. I played Star Ocean, and that did the same. It was around the same time. I played Final Fantasy VII at a time when I never even knew RPGs existed. And I was like, what the hell? This is amazing. There's not even like an end game. It just keeps going. And then like the MMOs thing was a whole different idea. I was playing Myth of Soma, and I had met some random guy online who had told me that, hey, if you have an account on the devil version of the game, the items from there are worth a ton of money. So we set up a racket where we'd meet in the corner of a PvP map and trade items from each of the base games and make shitloads of money. We had a whole business going. Me and some random stranger on the internet in a video game. What a time to be alive. Underrated is a good game that very little people know about. That is how I see it. And overrated I see as conceptually a game that everyone says is really good but is not actually that I don't think is that good. Which means it doesn't have much value as a concept because it's kind of purely subjective. But I also said it before, I will allow everyone to have games where they just think, nope, I don't like it, I don't click with it, and I think it's dog shit, and I don't know why people like it. Because we are all human after all, as far as I can tell. And again, that gives me the right to dunk on Resident Evil 6 as much as I want, so it's only fair that other people have the right to dunk on the games they want to dunk on. Within reason. You like this chick on my team that has her own frame rate? You know what, Lena? I hate her. She's got melee-only attacks, which means her magic is shit, and she has to move into range of enemies, and it's very annoying because it's just wasting turns, and she doesn't even do that much damage. Let's see. You was obsessed with watching Lemmings on Atari. I like this discussion, it's good. Let's see. Oh, Amiga. I had an Atari, I didn't have an Amiga, but my cousin had an Amiga. I really like the Captain Planet game. What else we got? You don't care for Souls games, but you appreciate most folk love them, and that's fine. Yeah, and that was a tough one to get into. I didn't like Souls games at first because I just couldn't break through the difficulty barrier initially, but when I tried again with Dark Souls, I suddenly saw the huge appeal of it, and I got right into that series. Let's see. What else we got? Anomaly, when you said I like this chick on your team, I keep reading it as Chick-fil-A because for some reason that Chick-fil-A girl meme keeps popping up on my YouTube feed. Let's see. Maybe it's like Ubisoft saying making Lady Assassins is too hard on the game system. That's, yeah, that was some bullshit. That was probably one of those Serge decisions. I'm glad he's gone. Let's see, you played Ultimate Online and it fundamentally changed my life. I think it's one of the more core reasons why I'm here now talking about this shit on Twitch. Indeed. Like, I like the term netizen, which doesn't get used much these days. It's more of a relic. But I genuinely think that if you're a citizen of a place, it's like where you live, right? It's where your culture is. It's where you identify as coming from that place. But for me, like, my culture is online. Far more than it is offline. So I think the term netizen should be used more because I feel like a netizen. Let's see, what else? Your first real JRPG experience was going on my friend's house when they were doing the final area at the end of FF7 Disc 1. You had no idea games could be like that, and it blew my tiny little mind. Yeah, I traded, I said this before in my story, I traded in Micro Machines V3 and 7 English pounds to Electronics Boutique for a platinum copy of that game, because some kid at school said, have you heard of Final Fantasy VII? And I went, no, what's that? And then he showed me a picture of it, and I went, hey, that's interesting. And I guess I didn't have many friends, so I was trying to, like, have something to talk about with this dude, maybe, but yeah, I loved it. Again, another profound Ultimate Online player. I never played that one, but I feel like I played games that branched off of that kind of gameplay. You lost your mind playing Age of Empires 2 and Fallout 3. Yes, love Age of Empires 2 and all of its spin-offs. Fallout 3 was really good too. That was much later for me. An old head word, I believe, is what it would be called now. Netizen? Okay, old head. You played a game as a young team and cannot find its name. Let's see if I can get it again. Morbo, this is the right place to ask that question. Let's see. Legolas. Some of my first gamer moments. Playing games on the Game Gear, Sonic Tales Adventure, Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusion, absolute banger. Echo the Dolphin, fucking wonderful game. And Wonder Boy. Okay, Wonder Boy Adventure in Monster World. I've streamed that game. It was awesome. Echo the Dolphin is a game that I remember being extremely difficult, and I could never really get through it as a kid, but as an adult, after many years, I came back to it and I was able to finish that game. And so I coined the term Echo the Dolphin Syndrome, which is basically when you just put something down that's impossible for long enough that when you come back to it, suddenly it's easy. Like you've learned enough passive experience in other ways that suddenly you're able to accomplish it now. It's Echo the Dolphin Syndrome. EOD. First RPG for Lena, Pokemon Blue, but it wasn't until I saw someone playing FF9 and then accidentally let me FF8 instead that your whole opinion of what games could be changed. It would have been 13-ish. It's like reading a book, but you're the main character. Yeah, and oh man, I was so sold on 7 that I bought 8 and I played the shit out of 8. And then 9 came out and that was like, oh my god, this is the peak. Echo is a fucked up first game experience. And actually, yes, when me and my sister were very, very young, my dad got us a Mega Drive and we had Sonic 2 and Echo the Dolphin was one of our games as well, so we both kind of sucked at it. And also we found that, you know, the bit at the start when you jump in the sky and all the dolphins get sucked up was actually really traumatic. So it was actually terrifying. Because you're just left in silence after that with this weird, like, music. It's like, it's haunting. Let's see. Single player squad game set in a world that had zombie mutation plague. You scoured bins for gear and did missions, etc. A zombie mutation, or like a zombie plague single player squad type game. Not like I would say like Freedom Fighters kind of thing. I nearly said Mace Griffin, I get those two mixed up for some reason. Let's see. Outbreak or Contagion? Oh, there are a series of games called Outbreak and Contagion. Melina tried Echo the Dolphin and was upset dolphins needed to breathe. Yeah, I'll tell you what, like, drowning mechanics in games in general are just stressful. Scared, lost, enchanting, and smart. Why does she have her own frame rate, by the way, this lady? What is wrong with her? We all live through a very specific and now mostly non-existent stigma when playing games was reason enough to be bullied. Indeed, we did. Talking about games in public at school would get you beaten up. I agree. It was the same with my school, especially like in this country. And then those kids grew up and you saw them lining up. Like, I remember the day I saw them all queuing up, all in their tracksuits, in a big long line on release day to buy the new FIFA game, and I remember thinking, fucking nerds, at least I have taste. I still bully you for playing games. N64 to PC and love cannon fodder. I know you know someone who worked on it. I do. Bit of a sad story. That guy, okay, I'll tell you about that guy briefly in a minute. He's at least fine, but recently there was a thing. It was a map or click based, not a third person or FPS. So it's like an RTS squad based survival game, like Syndicate or Commando. Oh shit, that reminds me, they're making a new Commando game. I heard of it. Okay, I'll tell you about the guy who worked on Cannon Fodder. He was my manager, art manager at my studio. So I joined FSG 9 years ago, and I was not an artist, I was in audio, I was doing gameplay MIDI design, note tracking for Guitar Hero. And this guy Basically, after a couple of years, Activision closed the studio and all of the leadership left, and they were left with 3 people in charge. A leader from design, I'm running around in circles, a leader from art, this guy, and a leader from, code. And the art guy, like, he was so important in getting everyone's contract, making sure we had a good deal when Ubisoft bought us, that they didn't just buy the people they wanted, that they got everyone, you know. He was really important, and he was super important for a lot of other parts of the studio, but recently he's been let go because his job is at risk of redundancy. There was no work for him and they didn't want to put him anywhere else. So after all the effort that dude put in, really important dude to me, yeah, they let him go. So that was my sort of sad story on that, which is a little bit shit. Let's see, but move on. We'll move on from that. I'm so lost right now. So, you remember in school a popular kid, quote unquote, used to invite me around his house to play FF7 with him. When he brought it up at school, he tried to pretend he didn't know me. But I told him to go fuck himself next time he invited me over. Oh, classic. Fair weather friend. I like you when you like my interests, but I don't like you enough to share those interests. You know what? That reminds me of something else. We're like Gamer Plus. We see ourselves above the FIFA bros. Nowadays, it's games are games, right? Very Syndicate-like. So a Syndicate-like game that involves like a zombie survival kind of thing. If anyone knows what that is. I need to concentrate a little bit because I've been running around in circles for way too long. And I am cognizant of that fact. But it's been a really cool discussion. I enjoy these discussions because it gives me something to talk about. And we all like talking about games, right? That's why we're here. Games are games, but they're not mobile games. Okay, has anyone ever gotten into a mobile game? Like, properly into a mobile game? Because, like, I played some when I used to commute, but it's not really my thing these days. And for me, I think I would say the ones I played the most are Fire Emblem Heroes. And what else did I play? I think that was basically it. There was a period where I was playing like Candy Crush, but I was only doing it to try and get free subs to give out to people. I think Fire Emblem Heroes, though, I really like that game. What else was there? Idolmaster has some good mobile games as well. What I really wanted is fucking Uma Musume Pretty Derby, right? They never localized it and never released it outside of Japan, and that game has grossed $2 billion in the last few years that it came out in. It's doing fucking gangbusters and they won't localize it. And I can only imagine that it's something to do with like insidious gambling mechanics that Europe doesn't like. You know? Right, we've been here, we got this thing. This just in. We're pushing Sons of the Forest back, a super show instead this week. Okay, we were going to be playing Sons of the Forest, finally returning to The Forest, our the first game we ever did as a VOT, which was me, Robo, and Maelstrom Alpha, I think. Well, I don't know if you called yourself VOT before that though, so I forget. We're coming back to it, but I guess because some people can't make it, we're pushing it back a little bit, and that's okay. But yeah, that's gonna happen soon. Super show instead tomorrow. Which I guess means content warning for me, spoiler alert, I'm probably gonna be playing that. Right, why am I'm going back here because I want to start again, because I got very lost. Snake was my jam back in the 3310 days. There was like one of them had like Defender on it, and it was awesome. You tried, but you can't commit to them. It just seemed like cash grabs and very focused on that, and I understand why, but it just feels like the whole game is focused on that rather than the other way around. Like, it's less gameplay. Yeah, a lot of them are gacha games for sure. This is why I really like Hoyo versus games, because they put gameplay first and gacha second. And that they give you a lot of free shit, and they never stick it in your face. Really, really good business model, and they're making, again, real good money and making incredible high quality products too. And those are mobile games, but I never play them on mobile. Let's see. Power Bridge extended, so that extended a bridge there, right, that I can't get to from here. But I hoped I could get to from down there, but I need to get to it from over there, so I gotta go this way. Let's see. It was made a square mobile RPG called Omega Ring. It felt like a normal RPG, but the multi-currency system most mobile games have that ended up making it almost impossible towards the end. You put an uncommon amount of time into Infinity Blade. I think I heard of that one. You refused to delete my save for Neko Atsume. Oh shit, I think I played that quite a lot, you know? Like back when I had a commute. Let's see, Fire Emblem Heroes, bit of Genshin, some Punishing Grey Raven I never played. But I've listened to the soundtrack to that and it's fucking great. Also has really cool character designs, which is synonymous with another mobile game I've never played, but I absolutely adore their character designs, and that's Arknights. Arknights has a big following, but I've never played it. But I really think they did a grand job with characters and stuff like that. Right, so that's the thing, we're going to send it up there, right? And then we're going to activate that or something. So we went in here and we tried the thing, but it needs... Oh, this is... I missed this tunnel. Yes! Yes, we did it! We found the thing! Okay. Finally. As someone who grew up before the mobile game era, Floral Reverie is trying to say, I'm old enough to know what it was like. Just teasing. I've been conditioned to borrow handheld consoles in the form of DS and PSP games. Weirdly though, I never got into mobile games outside of catching up the story in Kingdom Hearts mobile games. An unfortunate side effect of being a Kingdom Hearts enjoyer, I suppose, is having to play a bunch of stupid games that make no sense and ultimately mean nothing. Some of them are good though. I like the Game Boy Advance one. And the PSP one. Square, please don't put important main story in your mobile games through big IPs. Don't worry, Flower, they didn't. None of the story is important. Outside of the main game. It's all just like history stuff you could read in a text box in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm pretty sure. Or you can watch a video that tries to sum it up and realize that it constantly contradicts itself over and over and over. Nomura's Wild Ride, am I right? Maelstrom's Radio introduced me to the Grey Raven OST. Very cool. You're going to play Wuthering Waves when it launches, which is the same dev as PGR. Right. I don't even know who made that game. I just remember I was listening to music and I was like, is this a character? Punishing Grey Raven? Is this a character from Arknights? And I was like, oh no, it's this whole thing. It's a whole game. Right, I pressed the button and that told me where to go, but I forgot where all the things are, so I'm just gonna do this anyway, this way. It allows for fun fan projects at least, where people have dubbed over the mobile cutscenes. Yes! Do you know what though, you're not alone in that. There was a Xenosaga game that actually has some important stuff in the past for Ziggy, if you like his story. But it came out on flip phones, so I'm not playing it. That activated the thing in the thing. I'm glad we had this discussion because it managed to waste enough time, or pass enough time, that I was able to solve this ridiculous puzzle, which is actually really easy. And probably took me way longer to do than it should have. Wuthering Waves. Right, now we gotta get to Conveyance. That's gonna go up the ramp, and I know where that ramp is. I remember it. Yeah. No, it dropped a thing. I can't find it. Alright. I'll tell you what, Morbo. I'm gonna get through this area, because after then I'm gonna grab a drink, and why don't we have like a little Google? Because I have a couple of resources that might be quite useful in finding what we're looking for. I love trying to find stuff like that. Doing like little detective work. I'll forever feel butthurt that there was some Dirge of Cerberus levels I never got to play because they were exclusive to Japan on mobile game. I was the only person I know who cares about that game. I think that's true. I never played it. But I think I was a big fan of FS7's sort of side content, and I would have played it if I was, like, still playing... like, I don't know what I was playing at that time. I think I was, like, off PS2 for that, and I was back on sort of mainly MMOs at the time. It's the Shadow the Hedgehog of Final Fantasy. You will, I guarantee... Oh wait, you might get a buddy when I get around to it since I really want to play it. I guarantee you won't join me once you feel how it controls. Oh dear. Oh no.
Dirge of Cerberus. Hey.
Video games. All the games I want to play are coming out at a really bad time for me. So I'm going to be really far behind on my catalogue. Dawn Trail, Elden Ring DLC. Just really bad timing. Are these, what are these enemies called, by the way? Fire crawler. You get 1 week to play Elden Ring DLC. But that's coming out on the 21st of June. My last day of work is the 26th of June, and I'm pretty sure I have to move to Japan by the end of June. So I'm not going to be able to play it. Morbo's given me the down low. Okay. It was in my old PC, so Windows 95 or 98. It's based in a virus/mutant apocalypse world. Top-down maps, you had a squad of characters all randomly generated at the start, and everything was covered in meat moss. You had missions to, like, kill Spore Monster, and you could loot enemies or dumpsters. Death was permanent, and you leveled your dudes. Okay. Flower says, I genuinely disappoint a lot of people when I say I don't like tactical RPGs. That's why I'm not playing Revenant Wings. Let's all boo at Flower. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's not one of those games where if he dies, it's game over. I love tactical RPGs, but they are... I don't play them a lot because I know that when I play a tactical RPG, I'm immediately committing to like a 400-hour time investment. They can be an acquired taste, but they are long form. But what I love about them is making your own characters and leveling them up and watching them grow. Like, Disgaea is so good at this. I always have these characters that I make in every Disgaea game, and it's like, they're my party members, you know. And they're totally generated from scratch. But I'll always make, you might know the reference here. I always make an axe guy called Will and a healer called Lyra to begin with. And then from there I move on to doing my mages and stuff like that. And when we played Tactics on stream, that was really fun, because we made like... Oh, we made Maelstrom into a mime, which was enjoyable. We made like a bunch of characters. That golem's doing a lot of damage. Maybe I should actually heal boots. I don't want to die now. The tactical Morddown game on Xbox is legendarily hard. Computer cheats, but I adore it. How do I res people? Is it Time Minder here? Tear? Time Minder Tear? Oh, that fully heals him. Look at that. Why do I even bother healing people when I can just let them die? Let's see. I'd like to point out even fucking FF4 after years is on my list. That's how little interest I have for tactics. I know the story is good, but I don't want to suffer through the gameplay to experience it. They're really good though. Oh, it's just sad bomb. But yeah, if you don't like tactics games at all, you're not gonna like it. There's a lot of undiscovered gems as well. Ah shit, I didn't mean to do that. There's a lot of, I say undiscovered gems, games that a lot of people didn't play, like Papa LaCroix and Jeanne d'Arc, that fall into that genre. The PSP was the king of like tactics games, I think, for a long time. There were just so many good PSP tactics battle games. Let's see. And of course, all the NIS stuff from that period. You're gonna do Tactics Advanced maybe, and A2, because most people miss out on them and just love how charming they are. And I haven't played Advanced, and I played Original Tactics, but I think Advanced is probably the better one. I saw a guy playing it once. I was at, I was on jury duty, and there was a lot of downtime, so there was just this guy playing Tactics Advanced on his laptop, and I just used to hang out with this guy. It was a real ride. Let's say FFTA is the first time I found out fake GBA carts existed. I bought it off of eBay and it was one of those fake plastic ass games. Oh shit. It still worked. Jeanne d'Arc was so fucking good. Yep. In fact, I need to find that soundtrack when I think of it. It might legit be one of the most underrated games. You have so many on PSP. I had it on PSP for a while, and a copy came in when I did a store build, and it was like, oh shit, that's rare. God, this is dull. This guy. I'm gonna have to use the Glodent. You want to talk about formative experience in video games? Alright, here's one for you. Ethers in Final Fantasy VII, my first ever RPG, were so rare that I tried not to use them at all. And to this day, in every single game with a mana restoration item, like right now what is happening is I'm not using Glodents because I feel like they're really rare and difficult to get hold of and I can't buy them anywhere. This is a problem. I don't mind other items. I taught myself to use items. It was hard, but I went through like item rehab and I was like, no, use the elixir. It's an easy, quick way and it's one turn and it's worth it, right? Use the elixir. But I still have this problem with ethers. Fucking item rehab. Use your items rehab. or what do we call it, like item hoarders anonymous. Hello, I'm Illogicoma and I am an item hoarder. You end all the games with like 99 ethers and elixirs and you never use one, even on the last boss fight. The main issue now is that there's post-game. Yeah, but it's so rare that there's an item now that you can't get. In fact, the one that sticks out to me is like stuff in Elden Ring, which is like those what are those Aeonia Bloom things. Like there's only like 12 or something in the game. And you use them to make crafting materials. So that's something like that is something I'm really precious about, but everything else is like an enemy will drop it. Use the Glodent. Oh, not on you, that was a waste. Use it on him. You've beaten Fallout 3, 4, New Vegas a million times. I've fired maybe 5 mini nukes because they're precious. Yes! You're the opposite of me in that respect though, Morbo, because when I get a mini nuke, I'll fire it at the first motherfucker I see. It's just fun. I'd rather die than use my ethers. We should make a video about that, like a skit video, a la Russian Badger. You don't use it in main story since you'll need it for postgame. Looking at you, Dragon Quest XI. I didn't play postgame in Dragon Quest XI, and then they released the bigger version, and I need to replay that RPG again. Another one that I played on this channel. I'm an item hoarder because I don't care to read what they do. This guy's giving me too much trouble. Why is the centipede still here? I swear we killed him. Kill the fucking... Oh, why can't you kill the centipede? Because Boots is in the way. You can't even strike at it. I hate using rune arcs because I want to save them. I was like that, but then I just started doing a lot of random PvP and hoarding them. So I do like a day where I just get like 60 rune arcs and then I just use them. And then try not to die. She can't even use her special. God, she sucks. She fucking sucks. Melee characters generally suck. Okay. In this game. Don't recommend. Let's see. Sekiro and Elixir type item 2, which you only use on the final boss. Grandied 2. You didn't level up the attacks until you got to a point you couldn't get past. Oh dear. You wanna go back to DQ11? It's so fucking good. We should do a race to final hidden boss. Yeah, so apparently after the main boss and the credits roll, the game keeps going and I didn't realize. That's a thing that happens more often than you'd think these days, so I always have to keep trying to play. But I adore that game. I think it's one of the best Dragon Quest games. Let's see. Did you hear the director of DQ12 was taken off project? Is now the creative director for Nier Automata is working on it. I think they also did 11 as well. You finished that less than halfway through the game. God damn it! But by that point, again, I'd spent like fucking 50 episodes of my stream on it, and they said they were going to release like the version with extra stuff in, and I was like, well, it's got like a whole extra Eric storyline in it or something. It's like, I'm gonna play that. Battle Booty is my not safe for work pirate OnlyFans. Did we get Battle Booty? We did. I don't know what we got. I never look at the item window in this game. I want to go looking for the game that Morbo's looking for. I'm gonna try and get through this fight. I also really need a drink. Yar, Battle Booty. Could it have been Abomination, the Nemesis Project? You're just finding people asking for the same game. There's a website that I use called 50 Games Like, and it's not great, but it is a good starting point. You could put in Syndicate or Commando and see if there's anything similarly tagged. Let's freeze this after this fight and let's have a look. I'll be like guess the game, but instead it's like GeoGuessr the game. Okay. First of all, I want to just take stock of where I am. There's a tunnel there. Don't make me do the hacking minigame, please. Thank you. 3 bats. Okay. And right, we'll put it here. We'll pause. Let's get our browser up. Where's my stream browser? Here we go. So That's not worked. There. It is. Oh, you found it? So it's Abomination the Nemesis Project. So what I would have done is gone to 50 Games Like and been like, I don't know, Syndicate, based on what you said, and found Syndicate or Syndicate Wars, and then just gone through this list until I found something that sounded like it. Not the best way to search for things, but why does Cruelty Squad show up on that list? But it seems like the game that you're talking about was, Zandra's got it, it was Abomination. Yeah, Abomination, the Nemesis Project. This, I've never heard of this. Whoa! Oh no, spoilers. Let's pick like a random. So you get like a map. Oh man, this is cool. There's like a dead guy on a bike. Lit. You could download it to play. Nice. Oh, you looked for 90s post-apocalyptic games. Good one. Steel Pyro. This looks like, yeah, this looks a lot like Syndicate meets Chaos Engine. Whoa. Look at them Greepics. Who made this? I'm crying. Oh my god. We did something together, chat. We made a man's day by letting him rediscover something from his childhood. I think that's a beautiful thing. Abomination. The Nemesis Project. Abandonware. So you can get it on my Abandonware. Who made this? Eidos and Fireshine published it. It was by Hothouse Creations. Did they make any other games that I know of? Gangsters. Now, Gangsters is a game I never played, but always wanted to, because I kept seeing it in magazines and it looked amazing. That's a similar kind of thing. This has made my month, says Sandra. Wonderful. Oh, I should try and play this one day. You search for Gangsters. You might also like Crime Life, Cutthroats, Terror on the High Seas, or American Idol, Sky Sports Football Quiz. Who wants to be a millionaire? These are clearly related. I'm not so sure about that. Well. Right, I'm gonna grab a drink right quick. I'll be back in just a sec. Here's some BRB clips. Robo, if you get that game up and running, you should do a video of it. You can point down, just get it right on the fulcrum, right in the middle. I'm gonna eat a piece of chocolate too. I saw the Finth build video. Forgot about that. I can't clap because I don't have that functionality. I had a real face once. Okay, chocolate consumed.
Oh, am I supposed to? Are you dead?
Look at my...
Oh my god, Star Trek.
Stop me before I...
Did that guy just say, "I'll harm you"?
Vulcans all look the same.
Racist.
What the fuck am I doing?
No, I got it for you. It's cool.
There's a weird like wheel thing. This is very bizarre.
Okay, one of these days I'm gonna have to do a Maelstrom style clip show, but I don't really know what my bingo card would be other than hurting grandmas. Or killing myself for some stupid reason, because I've discovered that me dying is just a thing that happens a lot in games. All the content warning runs we've tried to do, like me, Furby, and Lego, I just die like immediately. Not paying attention to my health bar, you know. Look, I have no excuse actually. I can't even try and excuse that with anything. I can't be like, look, it's because blah blah blah, the game's so engaging. It's just, no, just look at your fucking health bar, dingus. Wildcard chicanery? I don't know. I think that's a problem with making too many mental leaps at once and like skipping all of the middle steps. So there's like, it's like, how did you get to this decision? It's like, I don't know, I skipped a few steps, okay? Like, developmentally, I skipped a few steps. Yeah, maybe I could come up with some bingo squares. It's been a while since I did a corruption stream. But I could put that on as a bingo square, because there's a bunch of clips from corruptions. Look at these guys jiggling. They're dummy brick. That's a joke about rock monsters with thick dumpies. You start doing that as a good excuse to not have to actually do anything on a birthday stream. You just get to watch past me putting the effort in. And I like that. I like that a lot. That's why I started doing Sundays as just like, who cares anymore? I don't want to put a schedule on. Sometimes I just want to watch YouTube videos. I think that's why people do React content, because it's easy. And it does a lot of damage to your, you know, CPM. What is even CPM in my case? I don't think I have a CPM. Like, it's like in the minus numbers. You know what? No, my CPM is dog shit, but most of my clicks are still from that one time I mashed up Mudvayne and bodies. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever done. But I've still got a bunch of clips that I wanted to put into videos. Like, I have all the Skyrim clips in a folder. It's next on my list to do after I finish the new model, the new character model, because as much as I love this little goober, I don't love using it because I know that it's from a kit. Like, I know I can make my own, so I want to make my own. Really, really close. Just finding the time to do it is difficult. Plus, once again, she can't do fuck all. Yeah. The most popular video is tutorial content, which you never do otherwise. Bro, this kid is concerning, bro. Your PC's having a shit fit. It's probably trying to change your resolution to like 480 by 600. That'll be why. Run it in a window and maybe use lossless scaling. Oh, also, here's the thing. I use borderless gaming a lot, and the newer version is totally fucked. Like, he changed the code over and rewrote it, and ever since then, it did all that weird shit where it was crashing OBS and stuff. I've decided that to actually properly look at lossless scaling as an option to just completely replace it, because it's better suited to my uses. Because the problem with borderless gaming is that it will make it borderless, but it will also scale it to the size of the screen and the screen's resolution. And if I want to run my screen in 4K, but not the game, that's no good. So I'm playing with the lossless scaling settings now just to see if I can get that to be more consistently better. And it is very good. I'm using it right now. I don't think I need borderless gaming anymore, is what I'm saying. It's so shit now. It's not great. Yeah. I might be late to the party on that one, but it's the same as today when I realized like I didn't need Cantabile anymore. I've just been trying to cut stuff out ever since I redid the PC. I'm just like, what of this technology have I gotten used to that I don't need, that is superfluous? Because less is more, as they say. And it really is. You can functionally make it work the same as borderless gaming, yeah. What happened to Granddad's sundowning? Granddad... Oh, wasn't that the guy, Sundowner, from like Revengeance?
Metal Gear. Save point. Oh my god.
Do you all remember at the start of this stream when the old guy... Oh, my dwarf mage, I left him behind. You can only have 3 party members, but I have like 6 to choose from. Do you all remember at the start of the stream when that guy said, "Oh, you have to go through miles of tunnels"? And I said, that's probably in this game literally miles of tunnels, and lo and behold, we've been running through these tunnels for 2 hours and there's still no end to it. He says as he reaches the end of it. Who's this guy? Oh my god.
Anarchy and the yokai get in the fucking lava pool.
He's dead. Oh, I don't have any glooper magic spell stuff. What is the fucking that? What the fuck is even that? Oh, there's 2 of them. I'll eat myself with this pip for $1, robot. Never forget. I fucking love that guy. And in the end, we didn't even pay him. We just told him how pointless it was, and then he gave up on life and killed himself. Sometimes you just have to manifest the end into existence. Ah. I'm gonna use the bag of glowdents. $256. That seems like a lot. Use the bat. $128. That's more like it. That was indeed a huge waste. Right. Use Fatima screen. I've gotten used to that Fatima jump scare. God, look at, she's got like no magic. Uses half her MP bar to cast this. You have done a full uninstall, reinstall Discord. I pray the crashing will stop. I also pray the crashing will stop. Because that was very frustrating for you, I think. I can only imagine. Oh, he's dead! No, he's fine. He went in the lava! I'm thinking about Jeanne d'Arc. Can't stop thinking about it. Right, those guys were not that hard at all. Who's this? Oh, right. They were just the goobers. This guy's the real doofus.
Get him! Get him!
Okay, what's this guy called? Oh man, I don't want to fight all this crap. He looks like the boss from, what's that place called in World of Warcraft? Yeah, with the dragons. Black Rock Keep, was it? You have to manifest it into existence, just like a democracy manifest. Ah, his fire heals his guys? And they all do all this damage? Wait, this sucks. This actively sucks. Magmatos.
"666 HP. It's metal. It's so dark and misunderstood."
Magmatos. He doesn't even have toes, that I can see. It's just like... that's a lot of damage.
"Blushing mighty Raven Dog."
Yes. I must remember to do the black metal face paint when I finish the new model. That would be a good luck. Why am I healing? Should I heal? I'll heal you. He's shy about his toes. He could be. I wonder how much health these guys have. Am I wasting all my good magic on them? What if I left one alive and just tanked the hits from it so he didn't summon more of them? Would that work? Is it that kind of boss? No, I can't do it because he has to be dead. I did bring the worst possible team for this. What do you mean no? Oh, she's too far away to hit him. Wait, there's a... Wait, hold on. There's a mechanic. We gotta do the mechanic. No, leave him alive. Don't bother. There's no point in... Like, if I kill that guy, I think he's going to summon 3 more guys, so I'm just not going to kill him and take the damage. Because 1 guy shooting me is better than 4 guys shooting me. Or 2 guys, rather, is better than 4. Alright, just keep healing him. Yeah, Boots, just take the damage. You're fine. Wait, why did you do the lever? No, you're gonna turn it off. Don't do that. You moron! Okay, do it again. Okay, that'll heal him back up to full health, so I'm not even that bothered. I think that means he takes more damage now. 2,000 damage. Did I use that on the wrong character? Yes, I did. He's not dying. Oh no, that was a heel grease. Right, okay. Didn't mean to do that. Got the wrong enemy. Is he really too far away to hit? Extreme ventilation. They realized the regular AC system wouldn't work in the magma room, so they just like pump ice into the room. Right, I don't know what's going on with this. Is the ice always going? It's like when I pull the lever, that thing... Maybe that hand is there to stop it from hitting him? It's impossibly hard to tell what's going on. Is the hand stopping him, is like defending him from the ice? I think it is. I think it's trying to block the ice, but when we pump it out from the other side, he can't stop both of them. Listen to this exciting high-octane battle music. Doesn't it inspire you? Oh, she actually did some good damage with that. Okay, now she needs to do the other lever. Terminal. I think we got him, you know. Okay, we'll just stay here then and wait for that to run off. And do it again. Gotta heal her so that he doesn't one-shot her. Good thing we did. Right, she's gonna turn the lever on and hopefully do another chunk of damage? No, it looks like they're both still turned on though, so maybe not. Seriously? He had exactly 800 HP? Spicy noodle. Ah, he's not so bad. We just have to keep hitting him. And it's a good thing I bought a lot of heal grease. Oh, he's dead. Okay, there you go. Oh, we got like 4 levels, I think. I wish the boss music was more exciting. We did the thing. Oh man, that was long. Considering all the personality it has in places it's so dry in others, it's a good way to put it. Like, it's personality is aged anyway because it's like, haha, funny 90s dick jokes. Which, well, 2000s. You know, it's fine. It is funny and it has some good dialogue, but yeah, it is weird how dry it is. Like, who thought that was an exciting thing to do for the, what should we do for the boss music? We're fighting this big lava monster. What should we do? I don't know. That'll do, right? No, Larry, it won't do. We hired you to write a soundtrack. What are you doing? Actually, I don't know who wrote the soundtrack to this. It's not Larry. Abbott Babbitt.
Friends. The Grand Mysterium is most eager to meet you. One of you.
Wow. The Grand Mysterium.
Who worked on the first Deus Ex soundtrack and Gears of War? Yeah. Deus Ex was good. That was a good game. That is actually a game of historical significance that I think a lot of people won't have played now, like younger people. Because it's one of those that's also quite niche. Less niche than what I would call a niche game, but a little bit niche.
You come not seeking praise. You come with questions. Why shouldn't I send you home empty-handed?
Because
the whole universe is going to die!
Where does Miss
I'm sorry I
come
had
from?
to say that.
It comes from the universe after our own. Bam!
No, you drew this conclusion on your own.
We also discovered
I thought he was wearing a
something's
hood,
trying to
but he's
erase
a-
our universe. So if you've got the lowdown,
He's a
share the
squeedly
love before it's
spooch.
too late.
So what did he say?
Was he impressed?
I'm getting to that part. He put 3 cards on the table and said,
The card in the center is our universe. Know then that there are 2 godlike forces beyond our galaxy, beyond even the end of our time. These 2 forces are warring, and their battle is spilled over into our universe. One of these forces we shall call Chaos.
Sure.
The other we shall call Order.
Hold it. We're going up against gods?
I want a second opinion.
that ain't the half of it.
I want a
Some time
second
ago,
opinion.
Order trapped Chaos in our universe.
That was nice of him.
Chaos has been trying to escape ever since. Their goal is to reach the universe before our own. Once there, they will attempt to destroy us. For if our universe never exists, neither will any universe after it.
Man,
In
that's lame.
essence, this would destroy Order forever. Chaos is unconcerned with us.
We have to find this guy.
We are merely in the crossfire.
So we're screwed.
No, there is still hope. The only way into the previous universe is through a cosmic gate hidden somewhere in our galaxy.
That's
A
kind of...
key is necessary to open this gate.
We're gonna open a
This
Stargate.
key must be found and destroyed.
Well, what the hell are we supposed to do about it? 6 losers against an army of chaos? Why doesn't Order send some reinforcements or something?
They have, in the form of Mystech. Order scattered Mystech across our galaxy in the event that Chaos tried to escape. It is the only weapon effective against them, so only individuals proficient in the full powers of Mystech can save us.
You're looking at him. We've got the chops for the job. What's the next step?
If you choose to represent the forces of Order, then you must travel to the far-off planet of Limbus.
Limbus.
The planet of death? What's on Limbus?
Death.
Answers. This is a delicate time, and you have joined the game woefully late. The only thing in the way of chaos and the destruction of
Kinda said it
all
himself.
we know and
He did.
see is Sly Boots, master of time and space.
Okay, I made up the last bit. But the rest is true. He also told me his real name and other stuff.
What's his real name?
I can't pronounce it.
Let me get this straight. We gotta stop Chaos from finding a key that unlocks a cosmic gate?
I don't buy it. The story is full of holes. If matter being injected into our universe destroyed Sunder, wouldn't that mean Chaos has already escaped?
Hey, do I look like I know? If he says the answers are on Limbus, that's where I'm going. You can stay or go.
Then we're gonna need more Mystech.
For some, I'm just like reframing this right now as like it reminded me. I was looking at Boots' outfit, and I was reminded of that D&D movie that came out last year, or the year. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? That I fucking really loved. It just reminded me of that. It's like goofy party makeup, And I think, yeah, that's why this stuff is really appealing. It is quite fun. I just wish that the rest of it wasn't so beige sometimes. You still haven't watched it? Oh man, I love it. I've seen it like 3 times now. Limbus is a remote planet on the far side of the universe. Any ships that attempt to land on the surface vanish without a trace. Stories of eerie visions and ghost fleets have haunted the planet for years. One thing is certain about Limbus, its name is synonymous with death for good reason. Go there, and you die. It's a crying shame it's gotta end like this, son. It really brings a tear to my eye, especially after all the scraps we've been through together. Hell, given a few more adventures, I might have gotten to like you, but not now. If you want, I'll donate your share of the Elementor profits to the charity of your choice, and I promise to keep the little Bee-Bot safe and out of trouble. Cowboy Bee-Bot. But, wasn't that like 20 years old now? This week? Even though I'm skeptical, make sure you ask the right questions on Limbus. Maybe Fatima can record the proceedings for a playback. What do you mean? You're gonna be there with me to find out. I am? Of course I am. I'm not superstitious. I'm sure there are rational explanations for all the ships that have disappeared over the planet. Right? Of course there are. I'm not nervous. Right, we're taking Ro. We're not taking her because she sucks. We might take Grumpus because he's a very powerful mage. And we need Mystic. That's what they said. Let's talk to our guys. I'm awfully sorry you gotta go to the planet of death, Mr. Boots. I'm gonna miss you something terrible. Fine, you little coward. Stay here and watch the fort. Good luck, Mr. Boots. Don't forget to ride. Original run of Bebop was 97 or 98, so it's even older. I was like 25 years old then. Or 26. I don't know. I just saw something online about it on Twitter. You got my full sympathy and support on this Limbus thing. I wish you only the best. I really do. Don't give me that look. You're getting ideas again, and when you get ideas, I get trouble. Nah, can't be asked. Do you know who I'm not taking with me? This fucking guy. Okay. No, I'm taking the Doctor and I'm taking Grumpus. This is my party of choice. Some of us have work to do. No, come with me, Grumpus. I don't want to take these jabronis. I don't like them. Alright, fine. I'll take the robot. You and me, pal. That was a good set of chapter stuff. Let's see how far else we can get while I'm still in the mood to play it. We hate to be adamant, but we refuse to be left behind. Besides being a matter of national security, exit polls show our population is overwhelmingly in favor of participation. Their voices must be heard. Okay, fine. They just wouldn't let me have something nice, would you? You wouldn't let me have nice things. Oh no, Democritus has to go with you. How about we take a vote? All in favor of Democritus staying behind, say aye. Aye. With $26,000, I should probably buy some more healing stuff before I go anywhere. Yeah, yeah. We got Fire Cage, that's new. Her Mystic Affinity is really great with that, but her damage sucks. I want the high damage Mystic. And he's got Douglas, who's like the strongest. He's the GOAT. Alright, where's the store? Vendomart. Is this Minecraft music? Listen to that. Does it sound like Minecraft music? Just for a little minute. Vendomart. What do we got? This heel grease and more available today. Well, okay, what I would like. I think that's an upgrade, so I'll take that. I can't tell if that's an upgrade or not. But I've got enough money that I might as well buy them. No, that's the same. That's better. No, that's worse. That's better. Or like frown, smile. Well, that's better for everyone, so why don't we just buy 3 of those? Megalocephalic Wendy. What is that? It's a Wendy with a big head. Anti-Winky Annulet? No, this is like Annulet stuff. Speed, sure. Protects against slow. Oh, owned by parties down there. Right, okay. So we've got plenty of this stuff. Complete is the stuff we don't have. I'll just buy that. And then let's see, let's equip our guys with equip best. Oh, that's way better. Okay. Okay. Its miss affinity is excellent. Okay. And I think you're good. Right, that seems like a good team for now. If I want more money, I could just do the minigame and get infinite money. That's fine. It just takes forever. Alright, where are we going? Land on Limbus, the planet of death. Okay. Sounds good to me. We've all been there. Give this game another hour or so tops. Maybe 45 minutes and then a little bit of... Might play a little content warning if anyone's around for it. We'll see. Or I could do, you know, Lethal Company. Not that I know where the mods stand on that right now. Maybe that's better saved for another day. When I figured that out. Yeah, I realized that I like content warning because I love taking photos in games, and making movies in games is like the next best thing. Here we go. I think mods are currently working for Lethal Company unless you switch to beta branch, and that might break things, but then the new content is in the beta branch right now. Right. I'd be okay with playing unmodded beta branch.
Credentialed.
Just to check out the new planets anyway. I wouldn't want to put all the extra, like,
tell you to shut up?
stuff in.
Conflicting readings on a starship rapidly closing in on our course.
Spit it out, Dewdrop. What's the problem?
Well, either our planetary sensors are severely malfunctioning, Well, this is the biggest starship on record.
Then your records suck. How big can it be?
What I mean is, if they update the game, I want to know what they've added to the game first, and then I'll like go, okay, we'll put in all the extra stuff. It's quite large, but it's no Ark of Abel's Ark. So that ship looks a lot like Captain Harlock's ship. The Arcadia, I think that ship's called.
Rictus.
Mean-looking door.
Pardon?
The purple lighting, the angry face, that gaping jaw. There's no doubt about it. We're in the custody of super villain Rictus. Ever read any Krypton comic books? Men in tights with big muscles, punching each other in the crotch?
We're unfamiliar with the literature.
Krypton Comics were a line of superhero comic books based on real-life superheroes.
Cockknocker.
Krypton. I used to read them all the time growing up.
Is this safe?
No, but this is how it's done in the comics. Come on.
I like how it has a series of doors with its own mug on it. Oh shit, we're doing this.
Shifts attention away from his new guest to conduct a surprise inspection of his
Oh, that's fun.
Frenchman. El Pinto and Les Enfants Terribles. Recruited by Rictus during his
Les
visit
Enfants
to
Terribles.
Circus City, this powerful party of petite pugilists packs a pint-sized punch of potent pain. The Laser League of Devil Slugs. Discovered during the fall of the hero's saga, these malevolent mollusks are conditioned to kill. The Insanito Brigade. 2 years ago, the crew of the medical frigate HMS Pudding encountered the villain ship. Driven insane by a canister of ricticide nerve gas, they were transformed into his diabolical servants. They march out in search of their prey. A man, a woman, and a planet. Rictus hopes his new guest will put up a decent fight.
Oh, that's cool that it sort of knows who we are. Like, they could have changed the line for a different party. Or maybe it only lets you pick these three, I don't know. Oh, you know what? That's right. You can't take Grumpos with you. And you can't... Well, you could take Pal with you, though. He could have been a man or robot on a planet, I guess. Alright. Either way. Here we are. Here we are. Born to be kings. We're the masters of the universe. I'm gonna get a drink. I've got a drink. Hello. Okay, so we're doing fun comic book things now. Okay. Let's see how we do. Now that we're not weak as all hell. Who are these guys? What do you think? Oh shit, all the dialogue changed to comic boxes. That's really fun. The planet might make it out alive, but the rest of them are screwed for sure. Don't look to us for answers. This whole place was a mystery when we landed too. Screw the rules, I'm spilling the beans. It's like this. We're all trapped in a grand comic book contrivance. You're the prey in an elaborate game of cat and mouse against an army of super henchmen. With only a few scant clues for guidance, you must escape the ship before the enemy catches you. We were heading out to sunder debris to salvage scientific equipment when the villain ship swallowed us. Nice, huh? While the competition's out there scavenging the valuable stuff, we're stuck in here fighting for our lives. While the rest of the crew is, we refuse to participate in this twaddle. Okay, you click that and it becomes a squeen? What is that? I don't know. Poppycock. This one's glowing. Hurricanes. Okay. Where do I go then? Is this the door? How would I ever know? I think that's where we came in. Oh, there. Stupid. I saw it like right at the start. Wait. It won't let me in. There. All you do is press 1, but 10. Okay, now we've got a fight in our hands. Use Fire Spire on this dweeb. $227, not great. Why don't we see what our attacks do? He'll get stronger as his, you know, affinity goes up. Guy keeps punching his head. No! Ow! Ow! Seriously, stop! Did you seriously? Oh, for fuck's sake. Bears. Oh, he missed too. That's okay then. Whoa, cubes! That's amazing. Yeah, that does some pretty good damage now. Ooh, bop, oop, bop, wow. Danga. I'm here. Left. Left. Forward, forward, forward. That door over there. Oh, I could go for looking for items. Aw, man. Come on, good doctor. You can do better than that. Man's just punching a whole planet. How many people just died? Me try to keep track of the entrance in my head with all these cameras like flying around. Okay. Well, we can't actually go that way. I thought we could. That would have been real nice. Okay. I was certain. Oh, that was... Hey, it's this way. They put a lot of save points everywhere in this game. Wait, no, that was the bay. Okay, so we entered from here. And then I was like, go left, so I did, but it was wrong. So instead, I guess I'll ignore it. And just check out all the rooms. And I don't care about the diagram anymore. Oh, this leads to this, so it's reversed. So that means... Oh, I don't know. Let's just kill the guys. I've been fighting the world. I've been fighting.
More of this.
Oh well. Really got fucked up. It's all flat planet. This actually is probably some much needed experience, so I don't really mind fighting these guys. I wish they were a little quicker though. Ito. Ooh. Okay, we got the middle one. Ah, I dodged my cubes. Dodge this. That move is so broken. No one else especially is nearly that good. Not even half. And it's so quick too, it's like 2 turns and she's got it. God, they really hate that planet, don't they? Me too, buddy. Nice. So this is the El Pinto room. So we are here. Exit leads to there. This is pointless. It's pointless. We didn't want to texture this stuff, but we put it in there for flavor. Ah, the slug guys! Alright. Here we go. Everyone just attack that one slug guy. It dodged everything. Oh boy. Okay. Ah, for fuck's sake! She was about to use her special, like a fucking millisecond away from it, and this guy was like, no. You can't. Not allowed. Fine. You give her one of these. It's like a battle gauntlet. Oh, it's farted. Mean. It's like pfft. Disgusting. I think they come back with 1 HP after a battle, so I'm gonna wait. I'm pretty sure Boots can do this. Try Boots. You can do it. I believe in you. I've always believed in you. You may not think it, I may not always show it, but I do. I know you have what it takes to beat these weird slug people in a fight. You have this battle in the palm of your hand, or my name isn't Debus McLoby. Bye, 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 bye. Finally.
Finally, we can die.
They still get XP even though they're down in the fight. And then they come back, I think they have 1 HP. So party, you, yeah, 100 HP. Well, how about some heel grease? We're fully healed. That means nothing. Why are they squeezing this guy? Yes. I have learned that you may as well ignore the computers and the maps. I'll just use my brain waypoint. Red. Door is locked. That's a meme I carried over for a long time. It was from the pilot episode of Dexter's Lab. DD's like, goes to Dexter's room and she goes, the door is locked. And then pulls out a credit card and breaks in. It's great. I think I could really overstate how good Dexter's Lab was. Just the golden era of cartoons, kids' cartoons. I'm a fan. I haven't really thought about it in ages. It was great, yeah. All the shows from that era basically came out of Fred Siebert. He was the guy that was pushing to produce both Random on Nickelodeon and Cartoon. And out of both of those things, that was basically, oh, here's just like pilot episodes of stuff. And out of all of that, what do we get? We got like, I'm pretty sure SpongeBob was on Random. We got Adventure Time, and those are the later ones. From Cartoons, we got Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, SWAT Cats, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls. All of that stuff just came out of that one thing. It was my favorite show, I think, back in the day. And some of those things were really good as well, like just the pilots that never made it into big shows. It was all solid gold. Was it Cartoon? They called it What a Cartoon, right? In the UK. What a cartoon! Dude. You remember it. You stayed up super late to watch Gundam Wing, Tenchi Muyo, and Outlaw Star. The three shows they put on Toonami. Oh, well, it wasn't Toonami, was it? It was CNX. You remember it as Cartoon. Yeah. I'm not sure, because they used to say What a Cartoon, but I think they called it Cartoon later. Or maybe there was just the theme tune, I don't know. But yeah, CNX, they used to play the anime stuff before they rebranded as Toonami. But they also played some really cool shit. They played some amazing kung fu movies, like Heroic Trio was on quite a lot. And there was a film called 2001 by Wilson Yip, who made Ip Man, the Ip Man series of films. There's a film called 2001 that came out in 2002, which makes it very difficult to find, but it was like Ghostbusters meets The Matrix, and it was fucking awesome. Yeah, they showed a lot of stuff like that, but then when they rebranded as Toonami, we got more anime, and that was good too. But yeah, Tenchi Muyo, big fan. What I didn't like about Tenchi Muyo is they really confusingly aired both Tenchi Muyo and Tenchi Muyo Ryo-Oki as if it was the same series, but Ryo-Oki is the OVA and it makes no fucking sense. So I have no idea where that was supposed to go to this day. And Tenchi in Tokyo happened at almost the same time. Yeah, I remember when they brought that one in, and I don't think I really watched Tenchi in Tokyo. But I would flip between them and Nickelodeon, because Nickelodeon was showing Vision of Escaflowne, and A Vision of Escaflowne is like still one of my favorite anime. which is also a confusing one because that has two different manga series. There's a shoujo one and a shonen one. Plasma wall. Are you still alive? Don't do that. That's cheating. Why would you die? You gotta kill Boots. Ugh, playing with fire. Outlaw Star is one of those things I watch like every 2 years. Even here, Grease Plus is getting kind of naff now, huh? Hidden item. A Theta Square Wave Crystal. I'm sorry, what? Did I just find? A weapon. Great sporadic beam defense. That was just hidden on the floor. A great weapon upgrade for the planet of Democritus. And it was just hiding in a corner that we came from this direction, would never have seen it. You now gotta spin my camera around more than the game does. Just to find all these little items. Red Cross, I hope they got the license for that. You're just thinking when talking about this stuff, you think we watched Nausicaa on TV around then too? Okay, so I'd never seen a Ghibli movie until Spirited Away came to the West. And my friend told me that there was a English dub of Laputa, and it had a different dub to the newer version, the James Van Der Beek one. I wonder if that's around somewhere. But yeah, I saw an advert once for Spirited Away. It's actually why I'm in the creative industries. I was in France working for my uncle, doing like manual labor, and it sucked. It was like fucking 40 degrees, and I did not like doing roofing or like cement mixing or all that shit. No, never again. In the heat. I saw an advert on it was like a Jonathan Ross movie review show, and he's like, oh, Spirited Away is coming to the West, this cool thing from this director, and I was like, what the fuck? And I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, I've never seen animation this beautiful in my entire life. So when I got home, I remember I bought that game, that film for my sister because she'd mentioned it, and I got it for her for her birthday, and then we just watched it a bunch. I think I watched that film about 10 times. And then my friend had Laputa. He's like, oh yeah, they've done loads, like here. So he lent me Laputa, and I watched that I think 10 times in 7 days. There were days where I just watched that film twice. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And then yeah, Nausicaa. I think Nausicaa is still one of my favorite Ghibli movies. It's really long, but it's like, it's so well put together as a movie that I find it really difficult to fault it in as a whole. Good Ghibli movies. Like, what are the best Ghibli movies, like, honestly? Nausicaa's up there for me. Laputa's one of my favorites, though, because I could watch that an infinite number of times and still enjoy it. Might as well attack. The one that I've watched the least, I think, that deserves more recognition is probably, well, not recognition, that deserves more time from me. Like, the one that I need to watch again is Porco Rosso. Because I think I only watched that the once, and I don't remember it that much. And Whisper of the Heart is another, because I liked that film a lot. Also, Only Yesterday. Both of those very different kinds of films, but I remember really enjoying them. I feel like those are a lot more like Shinkai films. But if you haven't seen Suzume, Shinkai's latest film, that's also like up on my list of infinitely rewatchable movies. It's really good. I feel really happy that I managed to see that in the cinema. Boots needs a heal. Well behind on Shinkai. Well, so am I, to be honest. I haven't even seen what's the one that made him like famous in the West? The one before Weathering with You. Uh, 5 centimeters was his first big one. Yeah, that was a collection of vignettes. That's the one that I watched that really got me into him. Your Name. I haven't seen Your Name. I haven't seen Weathering with You. But I watched Suzume, and Suzume was like, oh my god, this is so good. It's another one I've seen a couple times now. Boots is dead. No, they missed. He's fine. Right, so you see me doing this? This is a game where it has an active timer for everyone until you click on a menu item. So if I click on a random menu item, it's because I'm just desperate to click on anything. That's it, please. Please don't kill. Right, there we go. We did watch that. I've seen it like 3 times, I think now. Suzume. I'd watch it again. It's brilliant. A really, really great fantasy movie that's also a really great coming-of-age movie that's also a really great, like, I don't want to use the word allegory. It's definitely a commentary on Japan's relationship with earthquakes and disasters. Highly recommend Your Name. Yeah, I always felt I had to be in the right mood to watch those kind of films, and I think that I could do it now. Like, I think I'm in a good enough place that I could watch something like that and really enjoy it. I tell you what I did watch. I watched Garden of Words, which I also thought was pretty great for what it is. It's like a shorter film, but it's a nice story. It's also a little bit of a weird story that is like, it's a very mature story. Put it on in the Discord. Could be fun to watch that. That's a lot more personal. Yeah, like it's a really mature story is Garden of Words, and it's a really intimate story. It's one of those where you have to go into it with that kind of adult mindset and be pretty open-minded about it, but I think the way it unfolds is really nice. The pacing of the storytelling is really nice. These guys suck. They've got so much fucking defense. Like, insane amounts of defense. Why do they all have knife foo? Right, he's dead, finally. I feel like these fights are taking like 10 minutes. Okay, don't forget to heal after every fight, because you never know. Glad I bought a bunch of that shit. Alright. I feel like if I don't explore everywhere, I'm gonna miss out on some gear. Although at this point, I feel like if I do explore everywhere, I'm gonna miss out on some gear. There's a chest there. Alright, let's do it. What are these gleeby deebies? Orange Ruffy. Oh, I love them. They're just little fishy guys. With fish as weapons. Fishmen wielding fish. Is that like a human hitting you with a monkey? You know what I mean? It's like a human picked up a little chimpanzee and just used it as a weapon. Slap! Ow! And slap me with a wet fish, you little bitch. Ah, oh, damn it. I'm gonna turn you into sushi. Or I would if I didn't keep Shishi missing you. Please. Fine. Well, I guess we're just doing this now, huh? Dodge this. Oh, sorry. Dodge this. Are you still alive? Lasers. Not just everything. You're nailed. Ilgui's found. Saving. Where are we at? Let's see what's upstairs. More guys. Okay, then I want to check the other place that I didn't do. I don't dislike this section of the game, actually. I quite like just going to rooms, looking for stuff and fighting guys, instead of, you know, traipsing through an infinite web. Oh, this only has 2 doors. Okay. Of, like, never-ending corridors.
modular forms and infinite curves.
Yeah, I'll do another fight here. Without my party. Giga pudding? I might as well not do anything, you know? I know I might as well do something, I suppose. Happy with 12 so far in terms of dungeons. They seem perfectly lengthened like some of the ones in 13. I challenge you to maintain that opinion when you get to the... Well, I'm not going to tell you. There's a dungeon later on in that game that fucking destroyed me. Because it kept... It was like... It kept going deeper and deeper. And it was really... It was like a dungeon that was kind of optional. Like, you could get out of it really early. But by the end of it, I was like, I don't know where I am. I'm running out of items. I can't get out. It's like impossible to figure out where I'm going. I challenge you to maintain that opinion by the end of that game. I swear these guys are saying Giga Pudding. I don't know. Dynamic opinion. Giga Pudding! Gotta see if Lossless Cut has a background thing, so it keeps running in the background. Background processes. Lossless Cut? No, I meant lossless scaling. Cut my VOD while it's recording. Cut my VOD into pieces! This is my plastic fuck! Lossless Cut's really good for content warning, because like you just drag your folder of videos onto Lossless Cut, and in about the space of a second it cuts them together into one VOD. And I don't particularly care what order those videos are in, so it's great. It really is a good bit of software. It's like, it's one of those things that's like, if you don't know what it is, then you probably don't have a use for it. But then as soon as you find it, it's like, well, I'm using this for everything now. Kind of like ShareX, I guess. Because there's still a lot of people don't use ShareX, but ShareX entirely changed the way I use my PC. And my workflow and everything. Alright, I'm done with Anachronox for now, to be honest. I want to play some content warning a little bit, and I've updated the mod pack. I posted the code in earlier, but I'm sure that I can convince a couple people to join me. Oh, let me get out of this game first. We're doing pretty well in this game. I don't know how far we are. We're definitely like the last third. I pasted it in the chat, Flower, but I'll do it again in a second, because it only takes a second to update. And I'm hoping, I think I fixed all the problems from last time I tried to play this, so. Quit. Alright. I need a BRB, but I'll paste the code first. Here we go. I'll paste the code. That's one of those words that I have to try not to say in a northern accent. I'll paste the code right here, right now. right here. You know, one of the mods we have is called More Sounds, and it lets us put our own sounds in the sound machine in the game, but I haven't done that yet. I think I have to make my own mod for it, but I figure I might as well just get a bunch of sounds together if anyone wants specific ones, and we can throw them in and make our own mod. Right. I will do a BRB, and then I'm gonna wrangle some folks up for this game.